Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Elaine and I'm living with autoimmune disease and I owe you all an update. So today I want to talk about prednisone, Rituxan, and the start of SCIG. Disclaimer, if you are not here for my health updates and you're more here for information, no big deal. I'm glad you're here, but this is probably not the video for you, so you might want to click off now because I'm going to talk about my health updates and just what's happening because I've been getting a lot of questions recently about what's going on with my prednisone, about how my Rituxan's doing, and about SCIG. So I thought I would hop on here and just do a quick video explaining what's been going on and where my health is currently. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, prednisone. I did a video about how I was trying to get off of prednisone and I was hoping by the end of the year that I was going to be done with my prednisone journey. I remember it was the video where I talked about my prednisone withdrawals, and I'll link it down below if you're curious about it. But a lot of people have been asking me how that's going. And in my 13 question video, I told you all that that journey really wasn't going anymore and I was going to do an update. So here it is. I did not successfully come down off of prednisone. So I did have an adrenal insufficiency issue. I have been on prednisone for a very long time and I was trying to come off of it gradually. I was doing 1 milligram a month. Even at 1 milligram a month, stepping down, I ran into adrenal insufficiency. And the reason that we knew I was having adrenal insufficiency is because I started to really not feel well. I started to have more aches and pains. And I think I talked about that a little bit in my withdrawal video, that I was having more aches and pains. But also I started to have GI disturbances. And I really just started to feel fatigue, lethargic, not good. I really thought that it just was not good. Like, I felt like something was seriously wrong. And I wasn't cognizant enough to put 2 and 2 together and recognize that the prednisone coming off of it may have caused an adrenal problem. And it was actually my rheumatologist that suggested I go back up onto prednisone, not what I was on, but at least increase it to see if I perhaps felt better. And he was right. That's why he's the doctor. I increased the prednisone and felt so much better. And so that journey did come to an end. Now, if you are trying to get off prednisone, I don't want to discourage you. My story is not everybody's story. And perhaps I just went too quickly. And perhaps it was just not a time for my body to come off of prednisone. Do I want to try to tackle coming off prednisone in the future? Absolutely. I really do. But I don't think that I will tackle that for the rest of this year. We have summertime right now. That's kind of a hard time for my body. And then we have the holidays coming up and I want to be able to function and focus on holidays. So I probably will not try to tackle that again by the year end. So that's where that stands. So I am back on prednisone, daily prednisone, and actually back up to the milligram I was taking before I started my decreased journey. So that's where it stands. And also I just want to encourage you, you know, sometimes we try things and they don't work out and our body just doesn't cooperate with what we're trying to do. And that's okay. We tried it. We tried to tackle the thing, or we tried the medication, or we tried to do whatever, and nobody can fault us for trying. So if you feel discouraged because maybe you've tried something that hasn't worked, or maybe a medication has failed you, no fault of your own. You tried. All right, so let's talk about Rituxan. I did just get 2 rounds of Rituxan. I do the 2 week apart. I'm about on a 4 or 5 month cycle of Rituxan. So in the beginning of June, I got my first round of Rituxan, and then I went back 2 weeks later and got my second round. It was kind of hard this time, not gonna lie. That first round, I felt more side effects this time, and I don't know if it had to do with they increased the rate of the speed of the infusion. And I don't know if maybe that affected the side effects I was feeling. I did feel a lot more muscle aches this time and did feel a lot more lethargic. I also was trying to work the rest of the week. I got my infusion this time on a Tuesday and tried to work the rest of the week, where usually I try to aim for like a Thursday or a Friday so I have the weekend to recover. And perhaps that was what went wrong, but I did encounter a lot more side effects and just not feeling great that first round. And during this infusion, they actually switched me to the biosimilar. I went from Rituxan to Truxima, which is a biosimilar, same mechanism, same kind of medication and same side effects. So I don't think that was the issue. And actually the second round, the end of June, went a lot better. They slowed up the rate of the speed, and I do feel like I did a lot better with that infusion. So I don't know. Sometimes we have side effects from medications and sometimes they're just normal and we're used to whatever we encounter because we've encountered those before. So I got the Rituxan and I'm hoping to see improvements from that in the next month or so. And lastly, I started SCIG. If you follow me on Instagram, and actually if you saw my short here, you saw that the SCIG arrived and the home health nurse came and showed David and I how to administer the infusion. And we actually did it for the first time ourselves yesterday. I'm so proud of us, like, yay! If you are wondering what SCIG is, it's a subcutaneous form of immunoglobulin. You may have heard of IVIG before, and that is the infusion form. IVIG is given monthly, where SCIG is done weekly. And we have opted to do it here in our home. It is an infusion done subcutaneously. So we hook up the needles, there's a pump. It takes about 47 minutes, and accurately 47 minutes to infuse the medication here at home. I so prefer that. It's so nice to be home and do it on our own terms. And if you have side effects, if I get a headache, if whatever, I get sleepy from the Benadryl, I'm able to do it here on the couch or in bed or watch TV or just be here in my jammies. And that is just so nice and such a blessing. So I started the SCIG and I'm hoping to see improvements with that. I have an appointment with my immunologist next month. I think we will go over what we're seeing from the SCIG. She wanted to make sure that I felt comfortable doing it at home. Here by myself. She said we could switch to the infusion form if I didn't feel comfortable. So she wanted to give me about a month to see how I felt. But I think David and I are doing a fantastic job, and I'm so thankful to have a caregiver who took the time to learn how to do SCIG with me. It is a little difficult, I will say. It's not the most arthritic friendly medication. There's a lot of taking off tabs of the vials, and there's a lot of little moving parts, which is kind of hard when you have arthritis or fingers that are curly from scleroderma. But so far we are doing good, and I'm excited to see what this medication does for my future. So that's my update. That's where I've been. I appreciate everyone who has asked how my journey has been going. You all are so sweet to want to know what's going on with my health. I love that you all are here, and I'm so appreciative you all are here. If you follow me on Instagram, I know you have probably more of a running story about what's been going on, because I've been trying to be better about posting on Instagram. If you are on Instagram and you want to follow me, I'll leave my link down below. And since you all have made it to the end of this video, which means I probably didn't annoy you too much and you were interested in what's going on, there's a particular topic or video that you all want me to record, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're interested in. And actually, if you made it to the end of this video, I'm curious who did. And I saw another YouTuber do this, and it was really kind of fun. So I'm gonna ask the same thing. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a comment down below with a heart. And then I know you made it to the end of this video. YouTube doesn't tell me who watches all the way through, so I'm curious to see who does. If you want to root me on and keep me going on this adventure, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to come along on my adventure, I would love to have you. The more friends, the more better. So hit the subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free. My adventure is sometimes fun. It is sometimes medical, but it is always an adventure. And until my next adventure, go have yours.